Hi class, Miss Aarons here. I'm going to go ahead and start the quantitative basics review with you. So the first one says the diameter of the carbon atom is that big long number, micrometers. What is the best way to express this number? Well, the best way to express this number is to put it into scientific notation. So that's what I want you to do here. So we're going to go ahead and move the decimals. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be 5.644 times 10 to the negative 8. Remember, the reason why it's negative is because we're moving to the right. So move to the right, it's going to be negative. And then if we move to the left, it's positive. I guess to also remember with scientific notation that it has to have one digit and then the decimal, and then to be in correct scientific notation too. So if I would have left it at 5.644, that is not in correct scientific notation. It has to have one number and then the decimal. The next question says, what is the result of adding 6.5 times 10 to the 5th and 2.5 times 10 to the 3rd? Okay, so what I like to do is I like to find the exponent that's going to be the biggest. So we know that 3 is smaller than 5, so we're going to move the 3. So if this number has to go up, then this number is going to go down. So we have to make this number smaller. So we're going to move it 1, 2 spots. So then we can line up our decimals and just add. So we have 6.5 plus 2.025, both times 10 to the 5th now. So we have 6.525 times 10 to the 5th. Now, is our answer in correct significant figures and sign not? Sign not, yes. Sig figs, no. We only have 2 sig figs here, so, and 2 here, so our answer can only have 2 significant figures. Whoa, what's going on here? Okay. Okay, let me get out of here. I don't know what happened. View options. Okay, I don't know why that moved it down. Okay, let me go ahead and recopy this. Sorry guys. I love technology. Oh, don't want that either. So we have 6.5 times 10 to the 5th. We have 0.025 times 10 to the 5th. So this would be 6.525 times 10 to the 5th. Okay, so what I was going at is that we only have 2 sig figs here and 2 sig figs here. So our answer should only have 2 significant figures. So our correct answer should be 6.5 times 10 to the 5th. Don't know why that bumped down. Alright, next one. Next one we're multiplying, and it says when multiplying 2.5 times 10 to the 7th by 3.5 times 10 to the negative 8. So what do? We go ahead and we multiply these numbers, and then the exponents we actually add. So it's going to be 2.5 times 3.5, and then the exponents we're adding. So we're going to add 7 plus a negative 8. So calculator, 2.5 times 3.5 is equal to 8.75, and then those added together is going to be times 10 to the negative 1. So sig figs here. We have 2 here and 2 here, so our answer can only have 2 significant digits. We have a 5, so that's going to round that up, and only that digit. Some people are rounding in couple digits, and that's not how it's supposed to work. So it's just going to round this first digit, so it's going to be 8.8 times 10 to the negative 1. Next one is subtracting. So when we're subtracting, same with addition, we have to make sure the exponents are the same. So I find the biggest one, 5 is the biggest one, so I change this. This needs to get bigger, so this number right here needs to get smaller. So then I'm going to go ahead and move the decimal over once to make it the same. So we should have 0.55 minus 8.5. Both times 10 to the 5th now, times 10 to the 5th. So we do have a small number and we are subtracting a big number, so the answer should be negative. So if we go 0.55 minus 8.5, our answer is negative 9, oh, nope, negative, sorry. Eraser. Negative 7. Negative 7.95 times 10 to the 5th is our correct answer. Next one, dividing. So when you're dividing, we are going to go ahead and just divide the numbers, and then we're going to subtract the exponents. So it's just going to be 6.7 divided by 9.4, and then we're going to have 24 minus a minus 14. So when you have two minuses, that means it's like plussing. So let's go ahead and plug that into our calculator. 6.7 divided by 9.4 is equal to 0.71276 times 10 to the 38th. If we do 24 plus 14, it's 38. Now, is this the correct sig figs and SINOT? No, it's not. Remember, we always have to have one digit, then the decimal, and then the rest of the numbers. So if we're going to make this number bigger, this number has to get smaller. So we're going to have 7.1, only having 2 sig figs, times 10 to the 37th. Next one after that, okay, we have the volume. How do you calculate volume? Well, volume is length times width times height. So I give you the measurements. So all we have to do is multiply each one of these. So we're going to have 2.44 times 1.4 times 8.4. So let's plug that into our calculator. 2.44 times 1.4 times 8.4. That is going to be equal to 28.6944. Okay, now for our exponents, we're going to have a negative 2 plus a negative 3 plus a negative 3. So it's going to give us times 10 to the negative 8. Is it incorrect scientific notation? No, we need to move the decimal over 1. So we're making this number smaller, so this number has to get bigger. So it's going to be 2.86944 times 10 to the negative 7th meters cubed. Don't forget, meters times meters times meters is going to give us meters cubed. Now sig figs, we have 3 sig figs here, 1, 2, 3. We have 1, 2 here, and 1, 2 here, so we can only have 2 sig figs. So this 6 is going to round that up, so our answer should be 2.9 times 10 to the negative 7th meters cubed. Next question. It says, using the volume above, calculate the density of salt crystals if the mass is 3.75 times 10 to the negative 5th. Okay, so density is going to equal mass over volume. Sorry. So our mass is going to be 3.75 times 10 to the negative 5th. Whoa, what happened? Undo, go back. Oh, okay. What's going on? Okay. Don't want you. Okay, so times 10 to the negative fifth, and then our volume from above allergies. Our volume from above, sorry, is going to be 2.9 times 10 to the negative seventh. So we're going to divide the two. So it's going to be 3.75 divided by 2.9 is equal to, got 1.293. And we go 5 plus 7 is going to give us times 10 to the second. I don't know why I keep going berserko. So remember this was the 2 point, oh, okay, now it's back. So sig figs, we have two significant figures up here. We have 3 here, so we're going to go with 2. So it's this 9 is going to round that 3, so it's going to be 1.3 times 10 to the second grams per meter cubed. Next question. Okay, what is the mass of 8.09 times 10 to the fifth micrometers cubed of alcohol if the density of alcohol is 0.70 grams per milliliter? Okay, so the first thing that we have to do is we're going to have to convert. We need to get this into milliliters. Well, what's equal to milliliters? Centimeters cubed. So let's go from, we have to go from micrometers cubed to centimeters cubed, which is then equal to milliliters. Okay, so if we have 8.09 times 10 to the fifth micrometers cubed, we know then that since this is a volume, think of a box. We have micrometer, micrometer, micrometer here. 3 times, or micrometer times micrometer times micrometer, so that's why it's cubed. So when we're converting, we have to think of it that we have 3 of them as well. So we know with micrometers that 1 times 10 to the 6 is going to be equal to 1 micrometer. So we're going to have times that times 1 times 10 to the 6th times 1 times 10 to the 6th, okay, is equal to 1 meter cubed. Then in 1 meter cubed, we know that there's 1 centimeter times 100 centimeters times 100 centimeters. 1 for each meter. Okay, so we went from this to meters to centimeters. For that one, that's why we have 3. Okay, so when calculating this, to make it a little bit simplified, we can go 8.09 times 10 to the fifth one. We know that 1 times 1 times 1 is just going to give us 1, and then 6 plus 6 plus 6 is going to give us times 10 to the 18th. This one is going to be 1 times 10 to the second. So if we have 3 of those, so it'll be 1 times 10 to the 6th 1 meter cubed. Can multiply these, so it's going to be 8.09, because that times 1 times 1, and then add the exponents times 10 to the 11th. Then we can divide by 1 times 10 to the 18th, which we should get is, this is centimeters cubed. So it's going to be 8.09 times 10 to the negative 7th centimeters cubed.